dark sides flow, the ash toll. Another promise I couldn't pull. The night leans close, she hums my crime, says you can't buy back what you sold with time. The smoke moves off, the memory stings. You can't outrun what your heart still brings. In the dark, she grins. She always knew. I shook hands with fate on a crooked line, traded peace for a bottle and rhyme. Said I'd quit when the fever broke, but the devil smiled through the rising smoke. Each sin I signed with borrowed breath, each dream I sold to pay my debt. And though I ran till my boots wore through, the devil don't take IOUs. The road runs on, but the end's the same. Every turn just spells my name. I left the church, I left the rain, but both keep calling me back again. I tried to pray, but my tongue won't move. God went silent, he's got nothing to prove. And though I crawled to start anew, the devil don't take IOUs. No preacher preaches for the lost like me. No man forgive what the dark can see. You can wash your hands, but the stain won't fade. You can beg for life, but the price is paid. Mercy waits, but not for long. The blues keeps time when you go wrong. Every verse I sing rings true. The devil don't take IOUs. The devil don't take IOUs. The moon's too bright, it sees too much. I keep my lies where I can't be touched. The mirror weeps, the glass won't lie. I see the man I used to deny. Each night I trade my soul for sleep, but even dreams got debts to keep. Can't undo what sin once drew. The devil don't take IOU. I met her once at the edge of rain. Her eyes like peace, her touch like pain. She said, "You're close." I said, "Too late," and walked her home past heaven's gate. She kissed my cheek, I felt the flame. Her laughter whispered my name, and in a breath the truth shone through. The devil don't take IOUs. The man in the mirror grins in red, says, "Son, you're mine till the light is dead." He's sharp and calm, no hate, no glee. Just a man who looks a lot like me. He don't shout, he don't accuse. He just smiles soft, I got nothing to lose. And when I blink, the mirror is true. The devil don't take IOUs. I played my sins in minor key, and each note burned a piece of me. They called it soul, I called it pay for all the hearts I threw away. I lit my pain on bourbon fire, watch forgiveness drifting tired. Every song just cuts me through. The devil don't take, I owe you. Pouring for the man who don't belong, who fights his demons all night long. He still sings low, he still bleeds true. Yeah, the devil don't take our youth. Raise your glass to the ones who learn that every sin still makes you burn. No crown, no halo, just the blues. 'Cause the devil don't take all you. Smoke hangs thick, the lights go dim. The bottle's hymn becomes my hymn. Each bend I play, each sigh, each tear brings the echo of what brought me here. You can run, but the dark breaks through. You can kneel, but it laughs at you. And in that silence, cold and true, the devil don't take how you. I ain't holy, I ain't clean, but I've seen things I wish unseen. I've made peace with what I am, a fallen man who gave a damn. My sins still hum in the quiet room like flowers laid on an early tomb. And though the night feels old, it's new. The devil don't take how you. Ain't no choir to sing me through, just a hum of sin I can't undo. No redemption left to choose. The devil don't take our use. He don't judge, he don't defend. He just waits where roads don't end. I fade, I break, I face what's due. The devil don't take how you. So pour one for the ones who try to outwalk fate and still survive. For the middle, no step pursue. You have the devil don't take out you. No right, no praise, no rescue, just smoke in silence. There you do. And if I fall before I do, the devil don't take how you. This is for a stand steady, just small slide down. The smoke curls, soft like thoughts unsent, around the things I never meant. The whiskey sways where silence grew, between a heart and what I knew. The night hums low, my conscience sways, counting words I let decay. In the dark she sighs, she knows instead of all the words I never said. I watched her leave with her suitcase small. No tear, no fight, no final call. Her eyes said more than I ever could, and I just froze, I never should. Her hand brushed mine, her smile was kind, but the truth stayed locked inside my mind. Now every dream repeats that thread, those words I never said. The walls still hum her favorite tune, it plays slow under the bleeding moon. Her shoes still rest by the broken chair, like she might come back, still live there. I speak to ghosts who never reply, the silence louder than goodbye. echoes speak what I misread, the words I never said. Ain't no preacher who'll forgive this kind. The sin of silence, a cage mind. You can cry loud, you can pray low, but truth don't bloom and when you don't show. The heart will ache, the tongue will stall, and pride will build your final wall. By the time you look, the love is dead, killed by words you never said. So pour one for the man who spoke too late, who watched his heaven dissipate. He laughed soft but inside's laid, with all the words he never said. They hum through night, they burn in bed, they haunt the air inside his head. He ain't seeking peace, just thread through the words he never said. I write a name in cigarette smoke, each line a wish, each breath a choke. I play a song on a rusty string, the sound of loss in everything. The radio hums the way she'd hum, soft and low before she'd come. Now even silence feels like lead, with the words I never said. I saw her once by the station light, her hair still gold, her eyes still bright. She didn't speak, but her look was plain. Some love don't die, it just remains. I opened my mouth, but time stood still. The courage froze, the heart stood still. I let her go, my soul misled by the words I never said. He just stares back, proud and small. He says, boy, your tongue's your sin. You build a cage and live within. I nod slow, I know he's right. Silence owns me every night, and the blues play soft where angels fled from the words I never said. Some nights I swear I hear her hum, the same tune where our love begun. She whispers slow, you waited too long. Now I'm the lyric, but you're the song. Her voice don't fade, it bends like time, turns guilt to verse, regret to rhyme. The stars burn low in my stead for the words I never said. Pour one for the man who can't move on, who speaks through tears till the dawn. He hums a name in shades of red, yeah, the words he never said. Raise their glass to the silent kind, who left their truth too far behind. No grace, no flame, just dread in the words he never said. So pour one for the hearts undone, that lose their truth and call it done. For every soul that walked instead of saying what they should have said. No crown, no flame, no threat, just silence keeping the dead fed. When I fade, remember it, the words I never said. I seen love die with lips still sealed, a war of hearts where none were healed. Seen love die and I'm crying still. A quiet hill with the grass laid low, telephone wires hum what the seasons know. Boot soles find the truth of ground, piano of crickets, no other sound. I open my palms to whatever's been and feel the old clean weight of the wind. I used to fight weather with iron lungs, argue with thunder like it owed me songs, chased every rumor with a sharpened shoe, turned every whisper to something I do. But storms get bored of the boy who shouts, teach him the value of leaving things out. Now I stand smaller and hold more sky, let clouds pass through without asking why. The trees keep counsel with a patient sway, counting to 4 till the rage goes gray. A leaf rides past with a saint's small grin and knows how to travel the weight of the wind. Breathe on forward, don't force the air, let your ribs be a rocking chair. If pride wants volume in velvet skin, answer softly, carry the wind. The weight of the wind is light but sure, a tender burden I can endure. It presses and blesses the bones I mend. I bow a little then rise again. No crown, no witness, no oath to spend, just me and the old clean weight of the wind. I learned to repair what I used to replace, to sand down anger to a workable grace, file off edges that begged for blood, trade iron for patience and fire for wood. My name used to knock like a bailiff's fist, now it arrives like a morning mist. I keep my promises near the wrist, so when I reach they won't be missed. A widow sweeps a stoop 2 doors down, hums a hymn that wears no crown. We share a nod that could feed a town, a treaty of ordinary worn like a gown. The wind signs off with a cedar's pen, rides carry less on the skin of men. Count to 4 while the snare stays thin, let the heart say stay and the breath come in. If yesterday asked to be loud again, point to the hill, say listen, wind. The weight of the wind is light but sure, a tender burden I can endure. It straightens posture, slows the end, teaches a spine how not to bend. No throne, no trumpet, no staged amen, just me and the old clean weight of the wind. There's a coat I wore through a furious age, lined with the clatter of a louder stage. I hang it now on a quieter hook, let fabric remember what rage once took. My hands smell faintly of oiled old keys, doors I can open without making pleas. Not every lock needs force to spin, some undo easy with the wind. I measure my strength by what I spare, by paths I leave for others to wear. If a bridge needs toll, I'll pay in peace, offer my silence by release. I'm learning to lose like a patient friend, to give the victory to the wind. Breathe on forward, let the drums stay low, let the strings lean in and let them go. If fear demands a harsher end, answer with breath, answer with wind. The weight of the wind is light but sure, a tender burden I can endure. It lifts my anger from under the skin, turns sharp to round, turns lost to kin. No medals pinned, no debts to spin, just me and the old clean weight of the wind. Bring me the doors I slammed for proof, I'll hinge them soft beneath this roof. Bring me the names I said too fast, I'll speak them slow till the hardness pass. Bring me the miles I sprinted then, I'll walk them back in a steadier skin. Let guitar bend like a reading prayer, let bass say home on the lower air. If courage is quiet, it sounds like this, a breath held true, a moment kissed. Say less, stand still, count to 4, let it fill. A child chases kites near a chain link wall, string line laughing at the threat to fall. His mother holds a spool like a steady moon, teaches him drift is a kind of tune. I learn again what the young already know. You fly by giving the wind more rope, not by yanking heaven to your plan, but by walking honest as a man. A sparrow stencils a dotted hem, from wire to wire, neat and slim. It doesn't explain how the currents blend, just rides in trust on the weight of the wind. Hold that fort till the doubt grows kind, let your pulse be a gentler mind. If thunder begs to be your friend, shake its hand, then keep the wind. Count to 4 with a longer trust, let the drum be dust, the bronze be rust. If night requests one final grin, exhale slow and hand it the wind. The weight of the wind is light but sure, a tender burden I can endure. It clears the room where the loud ones grin, leaves only tools a good life needs. It leans me forward, keeps me thin, enough to fit where mercy is. No crown to straighten, no swords to tend, just me and the old clean weight of the wind. Write it in grass, wrap. Bass exhales like a sleeping flame, the room leans closer, hear my name. A silver curl of smoke takes turn, I wet my lips on the gentle burn. The clock keeps time and velvet clicks, the snare suggests the pulse is fixed, and the night she nods, prepared to learn how power moves in a gentle burn. I keep my heat behind the eyes, a quiet truth that never lies. No spark to boast, no torch to wait, just slow fire other men crave. My shoes write maps across the floor, my breath unlocks a waiting door. The air grows soft, the edges turn, the room is mine by gentle burn. Her perfume slips along the bar, a comet sent from where we are. I tilt the glass, the bass agrees, the organ hums like summer breeze. No rush to chase, no need to prove. I let the silence make the move. One heartbeat more, the doubts adjourn. She draws to me by gentle burn. Ain't no preacher teaches art to pace the flame and guard the heart. You bank the coals, you slow the turn. You win the night in how you burn. No sudden flash, no reckless churn, just patience fed to what you yearn. And when the nerves begin to yearn, you lift the lid of gentle burn. So pour one for the men who never rush, who stir the room with breath and hush. He laughs low, lets embers turn. He owns the night by gentle burn. It hums like silk, it glows like wine, it draws the soul on its own time. I ain't begging fate to learn, I warm the dark with gentle burn. She finds my gaze and holds it light, not quite a dare, not quite a fight. Her smile arrives the way he does, a slow reveal the body loves. I trace the rim of crystal glass, let moments breathe and let them pass. Her hand lifts once, our rhythms turn. We talk in code of gentle burn. I learned to bank the blaze within, to keep the edges smooth and thin, to aim desire like a bow, to make it sing but never show. A whisper here, a measured glance, a shifting weight, a smaller stance, while others flare and then they churn. I hold the line in gentle burn. The man in the mirror tips his head, says, boy, you feed what should be fed, you don't ignite what should be earned, you let the lesson come unspurned. No fury trick, no brittle turn, just proof in how the embers burn. He taps the glass, the truth returns. Control is heat, the body learns. The band sinks low to clear the lane, the snare's a whisper on the grain, the kicker hard beneath the floor invites the soul to want for more. A slide guitar like satin thread, stitches hush to what I said. The light goes warm, the corners churn, they lean toward the gentle burn. Pour one for for the man who knows his heat, who keeps it close and makes it sweet. He hums low, lets embers turn. He rules the room by gentle burn. Raise your glass to the patient flame, to steady hands that never claim. No violent spark, no savage turn, just sovereign calm and gentle burn. A single note becomes a vow, a soft come here without a sound. The rhythm opens like a door, the heat invites, not shouts for more. A hush collects on every face, desire guided set in place. The groove unbuttons line by line, the burn grows gentle by design. I ain't holy, I ain't tame, I simply mastered how to aim. I let the warning find its shape, I keep the blaze inside the drape. I know the cost of fire's wild, they leave the heart a wayward child. But here I stand where lessons turn. Door sighs once like a kind old friend, match so clean it forgets where you've been. Piano in the hallway counts to 4, dust floats wholly through a patient door. You put down the keys and the day loosens too. There are rooms in this house that forgive you. The kitchen knows the storms you wore, kettle translates them into something warm. Tile remembers your heavier shoe, still offers light where you tend to bruise. The window keeps your name like steam, wipes it softly when you need clean. You don't need thunder to prove you came, the fridge light whispers your true name. You sit with bread with ordinary grace, a chair that takes the weight you face. You learn your breath, the slower view. There are rooms in this house that forgive you. Count to 4 with the ribs, not pride. Let the lamp be the gentler guide. If yesterday knocks like a dead come due, let the floorboards answer, we know you. These rooms forgive you, walls of mercy, doors of light. Chairs receive you, hands grow right. No choir, no crown, no proof to do, just quiet truth. These rooms forgive you. The sink keeps secrets you confess to. Soap rinses the iron out of rope. A towel folds open like a small new prayer, says you are allowed to leave it there. The hallway mirror is kind tonight, leaves out the battles, keeps the bright. It edits the ache but spares the true enough for the better part of you. You hang your coat on a faithful hook, it doesn't ask which road you took. You learn to bless what you once outdrew. There are rooms in this house that forgive you. Breathe on forward till the strings lean low. Let piano leave spaces where meanings grow. see through. These rooms forgive you, walls of mercy, doors of light. Chairs receive you, hands grow right. No choir, no crown, no proof to do, just quiet truth. These rooms forgive you. In the study, silence keeps a pen. Pages waiting like patient friends. You write one letter you'll never send. Fold it in peace and let it mend. The bookshelf holds what time made wise. Stories that teach a gentler size. Clock ticks soft like a second chance, turning regret into usable plans. You all a hinge on the door you hurt. Sweep the footprints of a harsher word, a softer craft, a steadier glue. There are rooms in this house that forgive you. Count to 4 till the heart stands true. Let breeze arrive like morning dew. If memory begs for a brighter view, turn on the lamp and leave it to you. These rooms forgive you, walls of mercy, doors of light. Chairs receive you, hands grow right. No choir, no crown, no proof to do, just quiet truth. These rooms forgive you. Bring me the locks I forced for show. I'll lower them now and let them go. Bring me the names I said too hard. I'll speak them soft in the backyard. Bring me the miles I sprinted thin. I'll walk them back with broader skin. Let guitar bend once and rest. Let bass keep time inside the chest. If victory needs a neon view, feed it supper, wash a few, say less, stand plain. Count to 4, remain. Oh, bedroom hair wears a linen calm. Curtains murmur like a psalm. You place your anger on the chair, wake to find there's less to wear. The roof doesn't promise drought or sun, it simply holds while seasons run. What's lost returns in a humbler hue. What stayed grows green and honest too. You learn to keep the small things fed, water the plant, unmake the dread. A lamp, a book, a view made new. There are rooms in this house that forgive you. Breathe on 4, let the rim click stay. A heartbeat and a quieter day. If shame arrives in a louder blue, lay out a blanket, let it through. These rooms forgive you, walls of mercy, doors of light. Chairs receive you, hands grow right. No choir, no crown, no proof to do, just quiet truth. These rooms forgive you. Ooh, you call a friend you should have called. Say what you meant and spare the gall. The hallway smiles at the way you learn to keep some bridges built to return. A neighbor knocks, the fence won't stay. You bring your tools and half the day. 2 measured hands, 1 humble clue. Fixing his gate repaired you too. The house breathes out. Morning rests open on a kitchen tile. Steam writes mercy in a cursive smile. I count my breath like coins I've signed. When the battles are over, there's nothing left but kind. I kept a ledger made of iron and ash, roll out totals in the soldier's sash. I measured men by the weight they threw, built taller walls than truth could shoot. But doors don't sing for a fist that pounds. They learn the hands that spare their sounds. I traded thunder for a humbler grind and found the only wealth I keep is kind. Now small tools wait where anger stood, a cloth, some oil, a plan for good. A quiet bench, a chair aligned. What power remains is the power to be kind. Count to 4 with the ribs, not pride. Let breathe be the long, clear guide. If memory knocks with a sharpened mind, set down the blade, pick up the kind. There's nothing left but kind. When all the gold goes dim, when neon quits its grind, and brass forgets to hymn, no louder crown to find, no sharper law to sign. When life is finally underlined, there's nothing left but kind. I pass a stoop with a lopsided rail, 2 screws shy of a safer tale. A neighbor shrugs, I meant to fix. We trade a laugh for nails, 6 ticks. No sermon there, no proof to stage, just borrowed time from a quieter age. He says, you save me, I shake my head. You'll do the same for someone's bread. We write a treaty with a level line, tight grain joint, the edge is fine. The street learns patience intertwined with smaller word that chooses kind. Breathe on 4, let strings lean low, let piano leave space where meanings grow. If pride returns politely blind, open the window, call in kind. There's nothing left but kind. When all the gold goes dim, when neon quits its grind, and brass forgets to hymn, no louder crown to find, no sharper law to sign. When life is finally underlined, there's nothing left but kind. I wore a suit that made rooms bow, silk like thunder on a clever brow. It held my fears with polished pins, looked like power, felt like sins. I hung it up where ghosts undress, watched it whipped into something less. Denim and linen learned my spine, taught my shoulders a gentler line. What good is iron without a door? What good is more when you need restore? I stitch my name in a softer bind, a coat that fits the weather of kind. Count to 4 till the heart stands sure. Let quiet be strong and good be pure. If yesterday asked for a stricter fine, offer your hands and call it kind. There's nothing left but kind. When all the gold goes dim, when neon quits its grind, and brass forgets to hymn, no louder crown to find, no sharper law to sign. When life is finally underlined, there's nothing left but kind. Bring me the locks I forced for show, I'll lower them now and let them go. Bring me the names I said too hard, I'll speak them soft in the backyard. Ooh. Bring me the miles I sprinted then, I'll walk them back with broader skin. Let slide the tar band once then rest, let bass keep time inside the chest. If victory begs for a neon shrine, feed it bread and water it kind. Say less, stand plain, count to 4. letter waits with a quiet thanks about the hinge by the garden planks. I folded twice the simple way, a receipt for time I chose to stay. Down at the corner, a widow stares at groceries tall as her public cares. We split the weight across 2 streets, neither hero, just human feats. No choir call, no corn was signed. We reached the door, the rest was kind. She touched my wrist, said, "Bless your mind." I answered, "Yours." We're both aligned. Hold that 4, let the rim click, pray. Let mercy sign the day. If thunder knocks with a blazing mind, show it the sink, we're in sync kind. There's nothing left but kind. When all the gold goes dim, when neon quits its grind, and brass forgets to hymn, no louder crown to find, no sharper law to sign. When life is finally underlined, there's nothing left but kind. I open the drawer of unmailed lines, apologies stitched to winter vine. Some I send with a steady pen, some I keep for the kitchen's amen. A boy drops coins in a dented jar, saves for a bike like a private star. Add a bill in a folded slide, don't sign my name, let luck decide. He don't smile way and doesn't know, that's the point of certain glow. The brightest lights are undesigned, they warm the room and leave it kind. There's nothing left but kind. When all the gold goes dim, when neon quits its grind, and brass forgets to hymn, writing his scribe on the windows, lighting shall sign for class of brand nine. Monet penning his sticker saying, when life is finally underlined, and Julius Butter livified, there's nothing left but kind. There's nothing. The room wears gold like a second skin. The bass walks slow, invites me in. A hush like velvet, heavy dense. I button my calm and sharpen sense. The lights to the low, the air runs thin. My shadow trims the noise within. And the night, she grins, she loves this science, how power lives in brass and silence. Polished shoes on an oaken floor, a measured step through a mirror door. The band leans back to read my pace. I set the tone with breathing space. No need to claim, no need to plead. I let the stillness intercede. A single nod, a quiet license. I stitch the room with brass and silence. A cufflink blinks like a comet's tail. My gaze moves slow, my voice stays pale. The snare suggests, the kick agrees. The organ hums like trusted keys. I pour a truth I never say. Let gravity conduct the sway. Where others shout their weak reliance, I write my name in brass and silence. Tempers beg for violence, I answer them with brass and silence. Let lesser storms announce their science. I raise a toast to brass and silence. So pour one for the kings who never shout, whose steady pulse dissolves the doubt. He laughs low, ignores the sirens. He rules by brass and honored silence. It hums like steel, it shines like wine, a sovereign glow without a sign. I ain't begging fate for guidance. I wear my crown in brass and silence. Yeah. She enters with a comet's grace, a test of poise across her face. I tilt the glass, I hold the frame, I let the rhythm take a name. No chase, no grin, no eager dance, just orbits set by a tempered stance. She changes speed by my compliance. That's the art of brass and silence. I learned to fold the heat I feel, like a linen smooth on tempered steel, to place each word like coins on scales, to let the hush outvote the tales. When pride arrives with gaudy giants, I greet it with my brass and silence. I never buy the cheap alliance, I trade in gold and quiet science. Yeah. The man in the mirror tilts his head, says you talk less and speak instead. A measured breath can move a throne, a patient glance recarves a stone. No blade to wave, no stage defiance, just empire built of brass and silence. He taps the glass, confirms the science. Hold your crown with brass and silence. Yeah. A murmur builds from jealous throats, a restless tide that swells and floats. The bass digs in, the snare grows tight, the room prepares to test my right. I raise my hand an inch at best, the noise folds back into its chest. The band resumes its calm alliance, obedient to brass and silence. Pour one for the man who reads the tide, who slows the storm without a stride. He hums low, declines the violence. He bends the night with brass and silence. Raise your glass to iron grace, to eyes that slow a crowded place. No roar, no shove, no malice, just sovereign brass and silence. The lights throw coins on every wall, the Hammond sighs a chapel call. A single bend suspends the room, a pause becomes a perfume plume. I trace the air with quiet signs, a line of gold and silver silence. The groove drips warm, the noise relents, all debt is paid in confidence. Simply outgrew chaos game. I bank my fire in deeper jars. I steer by scars instead of stars. When tempers beg for my compliance, I answer true with brass and silence. A small refusal, clean and fine, a crown that needs no borderline. No choir sings the measured art, no trumpet crowns the patient heart. The proof is how the riot slows, how even lightning learns repose. You want the key to true reliance, distill your power, brass and silence. Let louder men chase cheap appliance. We mint the night with brass and silence. Yeah. So pour one for the sovereign few, whose quiet tells the world what's true. He laughs low, denies the sirens. He holds the dark with brass and silence. No required, no gilded fence, just breathe and balanced eloquence. And when I fade, recall my science. I wore my crown in brass and silence. Watch this toast and it's subtly gold. Your dreams were alive when canes roll cold. Tessie bread bun is dully tan on Plowers chalk on burial sand. But every empire built to last is grass from hash and pearl's brass. So I close my eyes, just taste the violence. as Chevrolet with brass and silence. Bass hums low beneath, the kind of heat you can't contain. Her perfume burns through cigarette air. Sin wears silk and she's aware. The lights go soft, the air turns thin. She moves and the world gives in. And the night she breathes, she pulls me in. Whispering velvet sin. Her hands talk slow, they never plead. They draw the lines I swore I'd free. Her lips taste like a final prayer, half redemption, half despair. Each breath she steals feels like reward. Each silence sharper than a sword. The blues hum low beneath her skin. I'm trapped in velvet sin. She don't speak, she just commands. A quiet queen with trembling hands. The candle melts, the bass drops slow. Every beat says what we both know. I ain't holy, but I play pretend. Her eyes don't judge, they just transcend. Every move she makes drags me in, deeper in the velvet sin. No preacher saves a lustful kind. Restrains a storm in mine. The night forgives what dawn exposes. In heat, the devil wears roses. I feel a pulse beneath the skin. The line is gone, I cave within. And in that sound, that trembling grin, I drown in velvet sin. Like me, who chase what they ain't meant to see. She hums my name through bass and gin. Yeah, that's velvet sin. It moves like smoke, it breathes like flame. Every sigh repeats a name. I ain't fighting, I give in to that velvet sin. The sheets don't lie, they memorize the rhythm born in whispered sighs. Her shadow dances across the wall, a hymn of lust, the night's last call. Each note I play, she turns to ache. Each pause a promise I can't fake. And though I burn, I grin within, lost inside her velvet sin. She said you're calm, but you still crave. Peace don't feel what chaos gave. I laughed slow, said you're not wrong, then kissed the truth we built so long. The baseline throbbed, the air grew tight. Our sins turned gold beneath that light. If heaven calls, I won't begin. I'm standing in velvet sin. The man in the mirror looks amused. He knows the rules, I just refuse. He said, you traded grace for skin. I said, yeah, but I trade again. No guilt, no plea, no disguise, just truth behind these tired eyes. And in the smoke, she breathes again. That velvet sin. The bass still moves beneath the shame. The groove don't end, it hums her name. I tried to fight, but lust's too kind. It holds my throat, rewrites my mind. Her kiss tastes like another life, where guilt's a lover, not a knife. I know I'm lost, but I don't resent. That's velvet sin. Pour one for the man who burned too slow, who found his peace where sinners go. He hums low in smoking gin. Yeah, that's velvet sin. Raise your glass to the hearts that fall, to those who feel through it all. No heaven waits, no discipline. Just velvet sin. The drums lean soft, the floorboards moan. The sound feels sacred, flesh and bone. Each thump's a pulse, each note's a flame. Each whisper knows the body's name. She laughs, I fade, the lights grow dim. The bass forgives what prayers condemn. And in that sound, that carnal hymn, we worship velvet sin. She don't promise, she don't stay. She just breathes my guilt away. Each echo hums, each tremor spins between the bass and how it begins. And though I fade, I still grin. I'm too Taylor's chalk like moonlight on coal. Tape around my ribs, measuring toe. Silk takes breath, buttons take bone. Mirror keeps secrets, I won't atone. Horn sighs low, piano writes ash. Bass counts debts I refuse to stash. I smile like a verdict stitched within. Step into evening in a suit made of sin. I felt like a river where whispers swim. Cufflinks clink soft like a chapel hymn. I pressed my past till the creases obeyed. Steamed out the tremor, taught doubt to stay. Every pocket holds a quiet law. Every seam knows what mercy saw. I don't wear thunder, I am the storm, laid to rest in a measured form. There's perfume in the hall that remembers a war. Footsteps that know what forgiveness is for. I walk through rooms that lean to hear, watch courage slow dance with fear. This isn't gold, it's a tailored debt, threaded with names I won't forget. If elegance is armor, I'm armored thin, but the cut is perfect on a suit made of sin. Count to 4, keep breath inside, hide the bruise where the pearls reside. If truth must show, let the lights go dim. I'll say it's softer in a suit made of sin, that I wear my quiet like a crown that burns, fit by the lessons no saint returns. If grace is a fabric that won't give in, I stitch my name in a suit made of sin. No thunder needed, no borrowed grin, I rule the room in a suit made of sin. When love wants proof and fate wants skin, I pay in silence with a suit made of sin. A tailor once told me, stand like you swear. I learned to vow with the weight I wear. Wool takes shape like a patient lie, shape it too long and the truth runs dry. There's a woman whose eyes unbutton the night. She knows a zipper between wrong and right. She says, does that fabric forgive your hands? I say it forgives nothing, only understands. I pocketed rage like a folded tie, took it out seldom, let most go by. The city keeps track with a ledger of seams, invoices printed in unlit dreams. I sign with a nod, I pay with a glance, I dance with danger in a lawful stance. You think it's glamour, but look again, it's discipline draped in a suit made of sin. Count to 4, let the snare draw near, teach your pulse to disappear. If sorrow asks where I've been, tell it measure in a suit made of sin. I wear my quiet like a crown that burns, fit by the lessons no saint returns. If grace is a fabric that I won't give in, I stitch my name in a suit made of sin. No thunder needed, no borrowed grin, I rule the room in a suit made of sin. When love wants proof and fate wants skin, I pay in silence with a suit made of sin. My tailor's chalk traced the cost of pride, marked where the boy in me went to hide. Pinned the shoulders built from nights when I held back flames and turned off lights. Hemmed the memories to ankle length so I don't trip over borrowed strength. Pressed a crease into second chances so they fall sharp in slow romance. There's a press on thin beneath the chest for names I couldn't keep at rest. I carry their echoes like hidden thread. Pull too hard, it breaks instead. So I tug with care, I wear with grace. I let the stitch hold time and place. If virtue's velvet and vice is skin, I'm somewhere honest in a suit made of sin. Count to 4, let the brass confess. Breathe through linen, admit the mess. When judgment knocks, don't let it in. Make it wait outside my suit made of sin. I wear my quiet like a crown that burns, fit by the lessons no saint returns. If grace is a fabric that I won't give in, I stitch my name in a suit made of sin. No thunder needed, no borrowed grin, I rule the room in a suit made of sin. When love wants proof and fate wants skin, I pay in silence with a suit made of sin. Bring me the boat I couldn't afford, cloth of regret that the past has stored. Bring me the thimble that saved my hands when rage tore holes in gentler plans. Bring me the needle that mends with time, pain, press it flat with a midnight rain. And if the fit asks blood to win, I'll bleed discreetly through a suit made of sin. No applause, no brighter gent, just breath and cloth and the man within. I wear my quiet like a crown that burns, fit by the lessons no saint returns. If grace is a fabric that I won't give in, I stitch my name in a suit made of sin. No thunder needed, no borrowed grin, I rule the room in a suit made of sin. When love wants proof and fate wants skin, I pay in silence with a suit made of sin. Write it in brass, write it all screwed. I could unlearn Rome in a suit made of sin. I take my spot at a rosy beat, all it burned dark up in a suit made of sin. Tell us chalk cloud.